First of all, we ain't got names no more.
No, you that person's dad.
Yeah, I'm Sam's dad.
I'm either Junie's dad or Rue's dad.
Yeah. We ain't got no more names. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's cool, dog. I get sick. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got sick of people coming up to me saying my whole government. Like, Junie's dad is honestly cool. Like, I don't even like hearing my last name unless I score.
Sam's dad. Hey, baby, how you doing? How you doing, baby?
Ain't about me.
That mean I ain't got to know your name either.
It's above me.
I'm gonna give you a nickname too, baby.
Yeah, everybody, baby. To me.
It's past that. It's past go. Hey, welcome to Iman Amongst Men, powered by Shea Moisture Men. Shout out to Shea Moisture Men. I'm Iman Shumpert here with my big brother, Ahrii. Ahrii, go and say what's up to the people.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Ahrii, and today we got another very special guest in the studio, 11-year NBA vet, Big Three legend, you know, still playing. Got his own podcast, The Dad's Point of View.
You hear it.
Man, Cuttino, welcome. AKA Cat. Welcome to the show.
Cat.
Yeah.
Cat Daddy.
Yeah.
The left hand bandage.
That's it. There you go. Right. The left hand
Fat
bandage.
Joe named me that. Cat Daddy.
Cat Daddy.
Yeah, Cat Daddy.
Damn, you got a Fat Joe name.
Yeah, so fat.
Bro, that's raw as hell, man. Give it a, hey, man, what my audience clap, man? Don't worry, they gonna have it in post.
Fat
Yeah, they got the woo!
There you go.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man, Fat Joe names is crazy. What other nicknames do you have from like, because like Fat Joe don't just give people nicknames.
Yeah.
Like everybody don't just get nicknames from legendary people. Do you have any more of those like park legend names that people don't know about?
So when we were playing with Joe in New York, back in the day at the Ruckers, they called me Get Buckets.
Get Buckets.
Yeah, they called me Get Buckets. But usually my name was just Cat.
Yeah.
Just playing a boxing and then playing football and then playing. I picked up a basketball at 13.
Damn, so, rub it in though. That's cool.
Rub it in.
Yeah, rub it in, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Just a little something.
I'm just good
I've
at
been hooping.
this.
I was hooping since I was 4, but
Yeah, that's
go
a
ahead. Damn, you've been crazy good.
Right.
Yeah. I just think that late bloomer and being surrounded around Kobe, right? Rasheed Wallace, Alvin Williams, Aaron McKee, Eddie Jones was there, Rick Brunson, Pooh Richardson. There was so many pros that was around me.
None of these niggas was hanging out in Chicago. None of you niggas was
that's North Philly.
Yeah, it's North Philly.
Me and Evan Turner,
North Philly, man. It was crazy.
All we had was me and Evan.
Segregated out there.
Exactly.
They was just stuck together.
Y'all didn't have a. Oh, no,
D Rose was on the south side.
Yeah.
Right. So Corey Maggette and all of them was already in the pros.
Corey Maggette was pro already. I'm 90.
Q Rich.
I was born in 90.
Yeah,
I ain't come out until 08. Look,
That was the thing. Like back then, they were all like, it was like in a cluster. They were all in clusters.
Every class.
And it's like there's 10 to 15 from each city, and they all good. And it's like now maybe 4 or 5 that's really, really good.
Right.
But other than that, everybody's separate. Everybody's coming out at different times.
That's the Malcolm Gladwell book, Outliers Theory. Like being surrounded around certain individuals, you become it.
Yeah, people around you should like basically aspire you to go get more. Like if you hang out with people that don't have anything that you have, after a while, they're gonna pull you in a negative manner, whether they realize they're doing it or not. They just, you know what I'm saying? You feel alone. And then if you get around 5 other successful people, they are constantly making stuff happen to keep you motivated to keep doing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, think about it when you playing.
Become your friends.
Think about that, right? Like when you playing, after a while, you capped where you were at, and then you go and play other cats. You be like, whoa.
Yeah, I got to get on my shit.
I got to try this move, and I got to do this, and I got to play better D, and I got to.
Speaking on Philly, I remember when this happened. Tyreek Evans walked in the building.
Oh yeah. He was 6'5", like he was like Black Adam when he was young. It was the craziest thing.
I was doing everybody bogus. I'm coming in. Kimba had to deal with me. Kimba finally had to struggle because he like, damn, his big ass getting around the ball screen. Like he long. He still contesting.
Yes.
So I see Tyreek. This the first time I'm with his every move. He's still pulling it up, shooting that thing from behind his head, yelling, talking that Philly shit. He got 15 niggas with beards on the sideline.
That's exactly him. Yep.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, what's going on? What's going on with dude?
It worked.
And he was big.
Boy, after that, but we was both sick because I was 6'4" coming out of high school. I grew a couple of inches, but it was like that was my first time seeing another big PG. And he was like, nah, I don't want the ball screen.
Yeah.
They said you could guard.
Yeah.
Like, I want it with you.
Yeah.
It was one-on-one.
I love that.
And then afterward, my pop was like, no, when we get to LeBron camp, you're gonna have to see him again. You need to correct that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, you need to correct that. Dude got in you. You need to correct that.
I love it.
Hey man, speaking on all these young successful ballers, the theme of today's episode is defining success. If we started here, when you hear the word success, what do you think?
I think success is repetition. I think for me, there's a Jim Herrick used to tell me, good luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So you have to prepare, right? And for me, at a very young age, I just got it. Some people just don't get it. They get it later or whatever it is. But I got it at a very young age because of my stepfather and my father. They pushed me and they believed in me and they made me believe in me, because people can believe in you and you don't believe in you. And then the struggle or the journey is longer. But when you truthfully and I can only name a few guys that come to mind when it's like this, where it's like a Kobe Bryant, high school to pro. Kevin Garnett, high school to pro. LeBron James, high school to pro. Now, you have the Michael Jordan, but Michael was already in college, you know what I mean? But like those three, think about your mind and the doubt that it is to become what you become. Those three, to me, being successful took a lot of talking to themselves in the nicest way at a very young age, and they didn't even know it. So I think that's when success to me is not just the repetition and the discipline, but yet how do I talk to myself every day? Not my parents. But how do I talk to me? And if you can talk to yourself,
myself in check.
Exactly.
Yo, I'm going through that. Like, it's crazy. I'm going through that right now, like with myself, when I get really upset and I'm like looking for outlets. Like, we talk a lot about like therapy and shit like that. But all the time, that's not what I want. So it's like when I get really upset, I'm really talking like, and it's subconscious too. It's like I'm talking to myself. Like I find myself always like, calm down. Like, real talk. Or like, yo, you're doing way too much. Or you way too upset over something that's not that, that big a deal. And I find myself doing it a lot around my kids and stuff like that. So it's like, at a certain point, it scared me. But then it was just like, yo, this is a way to dial back. Like, speaking of what you were just talking about, where it's like, yo, it's okay to feel like that, like to feel like super pressured by a 4-year-old or something, where it's just like, yo, you shouldn't be this fucking upset. But I'm lit.
Drop her off over my crib, nigga.
No, that's the thing. It don't be like that, but it just be like, damn, like just eat and go to bed. Just do what I asked you to do type shit. And it's just like, you do have to, calm yourself down from revving all the way up.
Yeah, but again, too, it's just how we were raised and how we communicated throughout our younger years, because I always tell people this all day. We're kids, we're children actually, in grown-up bodies playing adults, right? So that's just who we are as individuals. So I don't know how mom and dad raised you compared to how they raised you, because usually the oldest takes a lot of the heat. And my mom was 19 when she had me. But then when she had my brother in the 30s, she was more patient. Now with my daughter and my sons, she even more patient. So it's like the impatience and whether it's bills or whether it's this or whether it's that, or how did I communicate, what's my love language, my acts of service, all that at a younger age has nothing to do when you're in your 30s and your 40s, right? So we have to like take a step back at the moment and say to ourselves, I think the question is for anybody and everybody, it's like, why do I feel like it? Like, not that my 4 or 5-year-old or 6-year-old keep making messes or not doing this, but why do you feel like this?
Why is it making me this upset?
Yeah, it should not, but why? Like, let's unpack that.
That's crazy.
It was a bar because he
don't let it bother him. He just be looking at his kids. Like,
I was always the third kid. Like, I know it's some middle kids out there. I know y'all the middle children, bro.
Zoom in here.
See, I was third, right? So he gonna take heat. But I always got like this disappointing vibe, like from my pop. Like my pop would like, he'll whoop us for something that Kasani did, or you know what I'm saying, something.
We had a household where everybody
did something.
Everybody got asked.
No matter who did what.
That was me.
Yeah. We might catch a chest shot over Ahrii shit, but it was like sometimes he would come to me on some like just like shake his head disappointed at me. It was like I remember at one point him getting mad like he ain't even get on you type shit, and I'm like, shit, that shit seemed worse. I would have rather us all took the belt shot, bro. Like, why you shoot me that look?
And that's my method now.
But that's what's crazy. It's like I didn't think about it how you saying it. He probably already did that demo with dude.
Tired.
And he like, I ain't even gonna do that with this one. Like, I just did it with dude. I'm finna have to fight him soon because he getting older, he getting stronger, he playing football.
Yeah.
He like, I'm finna have to deal with him soon. He like, I ain't doing this with y'all no more.
So how is he with your
he was
way
more.
The grandkids.
Oh, they man, please.
I'm so jealous.
It's crazy, right?
So jealous.
I'm like, y'all getting hugs and kisses on the phone.
Yeah, where this dude at? Who is this dude?
Right, that's what I be saying. Like, who are these crazy people?
Man, leave him alone. I got him. Come over there, Pop.
Like,
my bro, come on, bro. That's just not what you did.
Candy,
all that.
I was getting extension cords.
Right, that's why I'm like, these people beat us senseless.
Man, listen.
And we can't even yell at
Shoes
y'all.
coming from across the room. Yelling, cussing you out, cussing you out like you from the streets. Like, why you talking to me like that?
Right?
They didn't.
Ours. Me.
See, that's rough because he didn't curse, but it was just like I could tell he wanted to.
Oh yeah,
so that used to get under my
bad
skin.
edits though. There, I ain't gonna lie, Pop. You had bad edits, dog. He was like, he'd be like, y'all so damn. Sit down on the damn seat. Like, bro, that didn't even go together.
That's
like,
straight.
He wanted to be like, sit y'all little dumb ass down. Like, he wanted to let it out. He wanted to let it out.
You couldn't do that.
4 boys turned around like, fuck this, fuck that.
Yeah, I get it. But it was just like, yo, edits was just like, bro.
But my mom was the only one. My stepmother didn't curse. My dad, my stepfather, my mom was the only one to just lose her shit.
Let it go.
She would lose her shit.
That's Tiana Taylor, boy.
She would lose her shit. And I'd be looking at her like, yo, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why are you acting like that? Right? When I was younger.
No clue. Yeah,
listen, when I was young. Now I'm like, hey, enough. Go another room. Go another room.
Real
Enough. We not doing this.
And you know what it is.
I
know
this. I love that. I love that grown man piece that come. I said, hit me at 30, Joe. I just be like, hey, bro, I'm not doing that with you.
Relax.
I'm just not doing it.
You want that temper tantrum going there? I don't negotiate with terrorists. You being a terrorist, man. I don't want that.
Terrorist squad.
Yeah.
Terrorist
His
squad.
family's a terrorist.
You know, my daughter and his daughter.
Oh, they met and it was inseparable.
Crying, wanted to stay. It was crazy.
They needed to sleep over there.
Call me.
A sucker now.
Call me the whole day. Oh my God. I'm like, I'm not there, baby. I don't know what to.
No, they hit me. They like, yeah. They said it's your friend. I'm like, all right, who? They're like, no, they said he plays with you. I'm like, okay, who? Like,
right.
Can't give me no info, man.
So many people.
Y'all, they go through the Instagram, then they click. They like, here, right here. I'm like, oh, that's Cuttino. I'm like, he was there?
Yeah, that's bad when they make their own plans.
Oh, yeah.
I'm scared.
Because you're not even, first of all, we ain't got names no more.
No, you're that person's dad.
Yeah, I'm Sam's dad.
I'm either Junie's dad or Rue's dad.
Yeah. We ain't got no more names. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's cool, dog. I get sick. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got sick of people coming up to me saying my whole government. Like, Junie's dad is honestly cool. Like, I don't even like hearing my last name unless I score.
Hi, Sam's dad. Hey, baby, how you doing? How you doing, baby?
It ain't about me.
That means I ain't got to know your name either.
It's above me.
I'm gonna give you a nickname too, baby.
Yeah, everybody baby to me.
It's past that. It's past go.
So funny.
We touched on it a bit earlier about, painting a picture on what the basketball scene was like coming up in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. Do you have any like stories that really stick out in your like development, coming up?
So Aaron McKee and Eddie Jones used to kill me.
Aaron McKee.
And Eddie Jones, they used to kill me in the post when I was younger.
Eddie Jones. No, Eddie Jones.
Yeah.
We need to put some respect on Eddie
I'm
Jones.
just saying, I hadn't heard Aaron McKee's name in a while.
Oh, yeah.
That's all that was.
No, Aaron McKee.
He was so cold.
But Eddie
was so
Jones
cold.
was
animal. I expect Eddie Jones
Listen,
to get
I feared
busy
Eddie Jones, yes.
Full court?
That's the first 6 weeks
Fast
feared.
break. Oh, my gosh. So growing up, and again, when I picked up the ball at 13, like I was so raw, it was ridiculous, right? I was getting my ass torched from everybody.
I go to 13 shit again.
Yeah, my bad. I threw that in there. My bad.
But he did. He covered it because he was like, man, like I was getting torched.
I was getting torched.
Yeah. He heard me, bro. That he was getting torched at 13.
You just see him out there just like,
he just caught up.
Smiling like I'm finna like.
Took me about 5 years. Took me 5 years.
Bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So when they start letting me like kind of practice and work out with them, Kobe come on the scene. We had St. Joe's. So then Kobe would practice in like this little small, like there was a part where we practiced at, and then Kobe would practice like in this little, it was like another little gym.
What?
In high school?
By himself.
Well, like nobody even rebounded for him.
By himself. To the point where he would
so
lock
cold.
he would lock the door to get into that gym and then tape the window.
So you can't see.
So you can't see what he was working on.
Working on.
Yeah. So when I start seeing Aaron and Eddie and then Kobe doing that, and then Alvin Williams, he kept me with him all the time. Me, him, Jason Lawson, Rasheed Wallace, working out. Because Alvin went to Germantown Academy, which is like a, prep kind of school, whatever. And they gave Alvin the keys to the school. So we would be in the gym all day long. So my hunger and like the success, I wanted to I want to do what they're doing. Because when we were younger, bro, you in the 90s. I'm 75, Kobe 79, Alvin, all of it. Bro, we just wanted to go Division I.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't think about no pro.
Real talk.
I wanted to be on TV, Division I. That's what I wanted to do. I want Dick Vitale to say my name. That's what I wanted.
I ain't gonna lie, I never really cared if I went to college. I just wanted to be on TV. I remember saying that.
Yeah.
I wanted to play in the pros, I want to play on TV.
Yeah.
I never got into March Madness like everybody else. I wish I would have.
Grand Hill and all
Once
that.
I got there, it was fun.
No, he just said it. He was right at the peak of the 90s where
And they was
that's where it was
all
different.
right
yeah,
there.
it was different. And there was a
so
lot more
different.
players. Yeah, there were a lot more players.
Everybody was striving to just get a scholarship. Like that's what we were striving to do. And Rosh and I and Al and I, we talk about that now. It's like Rosh was the only one that you think was going to go pro. Like everybody else, you can forget about it.
Word?
Rosh was the only one that it was realistic.
Got you.
Do you know what I mean? Like he was number one. That's that guy. Jason Lawson, Alvin Williams, me. Like no one, pro.
I feel like the internet would have changed that.
Yeah,
they had
for sure.
That's
the hype of the internet.
You got to see them put it in.
It's crazy. It's a give and a take with that because I always think about shit like that. Like back in the day when we would go to the pro-ams, like we would see a lot of players do a lot of crazy shit and just be like reporting the shit to people. And I used to always feel like, man, they used to think like this nigga's lying. Like, and I'm like, no, Antoine Walker dropped 70 points. I seen it. Like I seen it.
Right.
And Will Bynum, he jumped over somebody. Like I seen
shout
it.
out to Will. I love him so much. I just spoke to him the other day.
We grew up, man. Shout out to Will Bynum, man. We grew up on that,
Will Bynum windmilled on somebody's head at the Pro-Am, Joe. He been the guard ever since, bro.
I love Will, man. We just spoke the other day. We spent a lot of time doing the big three together. Me and Will, even though we were on opposite teams. And I don't like fraternizing as much, but me and Will, I respect him so much, man. And he stayed close to his hood. He's a good dude. He's a good brother, man. Like, Will's my guy.
Yeah, that's a solid dude. He always looked after me. Just being on the west side all the time, hooping. Like him, Sharon, P-Bev, all them, they always gave me game on this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? How to stay solid in this shit, all that.
P-Bev always been like that.
How'd you feel about the league changing? Like in my mind, when I was a kid, right? I was like, I'm supposed to go to the league with my gifts. I'm supposed to use them till I'm not athletic no more. And then I'm supposed to finally get my sit down with Melo. And he showed me how to play with my back to the basket. And then I play another 8 years with my back to the basket. Then I teach a young nigga, and then I'm out. Like, I thought that's how the league went.
Right.
Coming to the league and watching it change and then become shoot threes and then space out and all this other shit happening, like, that shit shell-shocked me. I ain't know what that was. I'm like, bro, my favorite thing is the mid-range. How you gonna take away my favorite thing? I'm like, bro, I get it if this is the shot we want, but can it just be okay that I'm shooting? Like, this is my thing. Like, I don't like the three. Like, I don't want to shoot that. Like, when you saw that shit change, did you feel like that was for the better of the game?
I don't. Listen, I was a scorer, so I shoot threes, pull up, post up,
however you want it.
And I think, and no disrespect to these MIT, geeky dudes or whatever.
The stat guys.
The stat guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all good and dandy, but you got to think about it. Like San Antonio Spurs won a championship, put it in the post first. And they were top in the league in 3-point field goal percentage. Mm-hmm. So like when I was playing with Charles Barkley and Hakeem Olajuwon, they were in the post and we were shooting threes. We wasn't shooting 30-something threes, but we were shooting a nice 14. 14 back when I played was a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot. Like when I played, I think I averaged about 4 threes a game when I played. And that was a lot. So because from 2000 to 2006, there was a stat where Ray Allen was number 1 and 5 was like Paul Pierce. And then I was 6 when it comes to most attempts and then field goal percentage. So I'm shooting at a 40 clip, 40%. Ray was at the 40, but he had more attempts. So I was taught to like, whatever they give you, you take. And then white boys showed me how to shoot. So I was cool on that. But then like the pull-up game was, I learned from Mark Macon, who played at Temple, and Aaron McKee. And, you know, I just love cats who got to their spot. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, the post-up game was Aaron McKee and Eddie Jones and a lot of my guys but in Philadelphia. But I think that when it did change, I wasn't there. So it would have made me upset because now you're taking away something that's instinctual.
Yeah, like it frustrated me.
Yeah,
like
it's instinctual.
They be like, you gotta shoot that 3. I'd be like, bro, what you mean? He just flew by.
Yeah.
I took one dribble, I hit that. They
That's
like,
supposed
yeah,
to-
but now that's what they wanted. I'm like, that's what the fuck I wanted. Nigga,
Yeah,
I don't give
exactly.
a fuck what they want, bro.
Exactly.
Like, I wanted that 2-pointer. I ain't shot this motherfucker all quarter.
Yeah.
Let me shoot this, get my elbow up under it. I get a dribble. Like, I'm like, bro, what's to y'all?
That's basketball.
But they start hitting me with the analytics and all this. Then I done caught this motherfucker. I done shot it. I done missed it. We done got an offensive rebound and a tip dunk, and they happy. They like, yeah, you shot it. I'm like,
That's
nah,
so crazy
I'm confused.
to me. That's so crazy.
I'm like, now
because now it's not instinctual. Right? Everybody can't be Steph Curry or Klay Thompson or Damian Lillard when it comes to that. Right? Like, let them do that. And you go ahead and do that. Klay, you know what I'm saying, is one of the best shooters ever. Steph, Dame. Like, and that's cool. That's good. But at the end of the day, like, if mine want to, like, you know, pump fake and shoot a 2, what's between that 17 pull-up that's a layup for him and making a layup? Like,
that's what I'm saying. And it's like, if you start making a nigga feel like he missed that pull-up, now you should have went to the layup or you should have shot a 3. It's just now you just not even aggressive. Like, it was times I'll do something in the game and I'll turn it over and I'll be like, what am I doing, bro?
Right.
Like, I would never
You're
do
not
that.
really playing.
Yeah, I would never do that.
But you know, the funny thing is, you look at the last 2 teams that were standing, Golden State and Boston. Both of them, 3-point shooters and mid-range guys. And they go to the basket.
They got bench.
But they also both had core groups.
Right.
Those are core groups. I think all the teams on the outskirts that are putting teams together, it's all analytics and it's all we need to win now.
Right. But what I'm saying is a lot of them use that mid-range, meaning Golden State and Boston, they both use the mid-range
I just don't
game.
like that they don't use the inside-out game.
I hate that. Well, that's how I grew up.
Hey, looking back after being drafted by the Rockets, what were some of your favorite moments playing with the Rockets?
For me, Steve Francis, one of my best friends, especially during that time.
Jesus,
I think another one. Yeah, another one. Like clusters, Stevie franchise.
Imagine Steve now. But anyway, unbelievable. Steve was crazy because Steve liked to embarrass people.
He was I was just going to say, he was a legend. He used to be on the back of the end of the Air One mixtapes. They used to have little snippets of him.
Bro.
Those were all crazy.
He would come to the bench, a crucial game, and be like this, call each other Ace. Yo, Ace, see how I bopped him? I'm like, man, if you don't concentrate, I don't know what you're doing right now. Yo, I'm giving the hands. I'm giving hands up. Watch this. Left hand floater. Watch. I'm like, yo, you need to stop, man.
And focus,
go bust
man,
it. And go do the same thing he just said.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
I'm going to yank him about 2 times hard. Watch, I'm going to give him real hard.
Oh, he'll yank you and be like so far past you and then come back
and then go upstairs. And then he go upstairs.
Come back again, do you again, and then take off on your bed.
Speaking of jumping over people, he done jumped over a few people.
Oh, my goodness. But, I think for me, growing up in Houston, basically, as a young man, every day was amazing. First of all, Houston was lit. Everybody was amazing there, from Jay Prince, Suave House, and Tony Drape. I mean, Bun B, I mean, Scarface.
Paul Wall.
Bro, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, like all of my brothers. Like I come from college and then I'm down south with these cats, and I'm an East Coast kid. When I say show me so much love.
Houston is love, I ain't gonna lie.
Them boys, everybody showed me Slim Thug, all of them showed me so much love, man. Every day was an amazing day. Every day was an amazing day for me.
I ain't gonna lie.
It was an amazing day for me. And then Rudy Tomjanovich, he was that coach who was like, I want you to just go. Just go out there and play the game. And I think that everybody else didn't have that because guys was coming from other teams like, yo, man, y'all coach let y'all rock out. And I'm like, yeah, he do. He don't say nothing. He just let us play. And that was good for us, but we needed vets like Vince Carter had like Charles Oakley and Mark Jackson and, Alvin Williams was, he was sound and, Anthony Davis and, like we needed role veteran guys to settle us down because Steve and I was crazy. We was athletic as hell, fast as hell. And, we was one of the best backcourts in the league, but we didn't have that on the court discipline like we should have.
You needed like a vet that was still getting baskets, but he was like, hey, we got a mission.
Right.
Like if y'all had KG.
You know what I'm saying?
Just somebody that because that's people don't understand. You can have a vet that's just like a clean cut good guy. And though we're gonna respect him, the young niggas will hit you with the and
do their own shit.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'm not going for that. That's why you got to blend in with him a little bit.
Real talk. But we also know the nigga that's gonna be like, hey, bro, y'all not going out tonight. I need y'all tomorrow. Like for real, I need y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna have security downstairs. I find out any of y'all go out, it's gonna be issues. Like you'll have motherfuckers like KT did that. KT will go out every night, get drunk, have a good time. Let me be finna play. Like when we had to play D-Rose the next night, young fella, I'm telling you, I want you on point for this game. Like you ain't doing nothing tonight. Ain't nothing for you in the streets tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck that. You got to show tomorrow. This what we doing. You know
Mark Jackson came to Steve and I our last year in Houston together. Mark Jackson and Charles Oakley. Shout out to both of them. And they were the coolest vets. Right? They just taught us. Jim Jackson was a cool ass vet. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? They were just professional. And I think we needed that because listen, bro.
Y'all wasn't icing nothing, huh?
No, we was going through Yao Ming. And we only had 1 year with Jeff Van Gundy, which I think, Jeff, I love you, but you did, it was the worst mistake you made by trading us. After 1 year with you and Yao Ming, it was myself, it was Steve at the 1, me at the 2, Jim Jackson at the 3. You know what I'm saying? You have Yao Ming like, come on, yo.
I used to bust people ass on live.
Yeah, you were a great video game team.
But we were crazy. So Jeff was like, these boys too crazy. I need something else.
Right. Yeah, y'all had personality too.
Oh, big time. Though we was going in different cities. First of all, when you come to our city, it was a car show. We had every car, period. Our city was lit. After the games, we was doing everything, right? Having fun. You know what I'm saying? it was just a beautiful scene. And Jeff was like, nah, I need something
too much. He like, it's too much.
Too much.
Hey, man, fast forward, they get James Harden, man. Fast forward, man, they still like it like that.
Yo, Lefty, Houston, I love you, baby. I love you.
They still like it like that in Houston, man.
Oh, yeah.
What's the philosophy on why you think the league has gone away from those veterans that we need? What do you think it is?
I don't know, but I remember Penny Hardaway was explaining this when he was trying to stay in there as a vet. I was younger too. And I don't know what it is that, well, actually, you know what? I do know what it is because people like to see fast-paced dunks, moving fast. And when you have veterans, the game will slow down, right? Because back in the 90s, guys I don't think was as athletic or skilled than they are now. Now it's off the chain. All y'all do everything.
Yeah.
Back then it wasn't like that. So the score was in the 90s.
Right.
Now it's 120, 130s, and I think maybe psychologically, I don't know, that they're like, all right, we need more younger and younger to keep in and keep flowing, right? Opposed to having, I think they should have, the 14 guys, but then like 2 vets, a guard and a big to be able to stay inside the team. They ain't got to practice all the time, but stay in the team and make sure guys do X, Y, and Z, blah, blah,
You
blah.
talking about like super vets.
Mm-hmm. And
Right.
it could be
What's a super vet?
Yeah, a solid
Like,
vet.
I mean a vet, like there's vets that are on the team that are literally like, yo, I'm here to guide you.
Right.
You're the guy,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna guide you.
Right.
But there's also your vets that's like, nah, I'm the vet, but I play 35 minutes.
Right.
Vet.
Right. Right.
There's two different vets.
Well,
There's
you have like for me, like Jason Kidd when he towards his end with like New York and
still
Dallas,
seeking a ring type
Oh,
shit.
like he still got a mission.
Yeah.
but he was still a good leader. But then you have other guys, right? Like you're saying, like they
like KT and Marcus Camby when I was there. Marcus Camby was not tripping. Like if it's a war going on and we need a big, he gonna be like, man, put me out there before I could. Come on, man.
right.
But if we winning, he gonna be like, hey man, take me out. I don't feel like playing.
Right.
Like, he
Right.
like, nah, I
Right.
did my shit.
Right.
Like, call me
Right.
when you need me. I'm here to stay in shape.
Robert Ory.
Yeah.
Robert Ory.
Put me in. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna do the job. But they like, bro, I'm not here to beat my body up in game 56.
Udonis Haslam is kind of like that. And Miami treats him so amazing because that's actually his city, right? So it's where he can help control the locker room. And when it's on the floor, if he got to go in there and pop somebody, just because the team is acting a little silly, I want to let y'all know this is what we do.
This is the tone.
Just the tone, exactly, their culture. And I think I don't. Every team has different cultures,
Right.
so it depends on like what's your identity as a team first.
We had touched on Scottie Pippen when he brought up the Scottie Pippen thing, and you said on Knuckleheads podcast that was your mentor.
Yes,
That was your vet.
my vet.
Give me the best Scottie Pippen story and do the voice if you can. No, no, you ain't got to do the voice. Don't play.
Country as hell.
I'm just saying, but yeah,
He said,
if you got to.
"Cat, that's a travel." What?
Wait. He was talking like that?
What? Man, he country. He was so country back then, travel. I said, what? You mean a travel? You mean a guy traveled?
And then that heavy
walked.
rumble came.
Come on,
He
Scotty.
from Arkansas.
Stop, man.
Yeah, he from
it's
Arkansas.
crazy. No, but Scotty, my rookie year, man, Scott, I was actually kind of pissed at Scotty. I'm gonna tell you. Oh man. So it was like that dad, that big brother that like, yo, come on, I'm gonna come get you every morning, right? So he was like, be in the gym every morning. He's in the gym with me every morning, working out, doing it, teach me how to be a pro. And because him and Charles bumped heads, because Charles was on his back end, right? And Dream was older too.
Mm-hmm.
So Scotty wanted another ring. Scotty wanted to
Right, I
prove
remember
that I
when
can
he-
do this
yeah.
too, right? So he came to Houston thinking, okay, I got Charles Barkley, I got Akeem Olajuwon, and I got these young guys.
Let's
Maybe
get
we
this
can
money.
do something.
Yeah.
It didn't work like that. Charles wasn't in shape. Dream was older. He's reading his Quran and practicing his Hebrew or whatever it is. He was doing all that, and it was like he was just disconnected.
Yeah.
They were disconnected, and Scotty was like, "God damn!" And then he looked at Portland, and you have Rasheed Wallace, and you had Jermaine O'Neal, and you had,
that team.
you know what I mean? You had Brian Grant. You had all these horses over there, and he's like, "Man, we got these mules over here. This is crazy. Like I can't deal with this." And they didn't take it as serious.
Mm.
So Scotty just up and left and went to Portland. And for me, I'm like, damn. Like, not saying you had to talk to me, but like, I'm attached to you. Like,
Right.
I used to carry his card in my wallet before I got to the league. That's how I manifested that. Eddie Jones and Scottie Pippen, I wanted to be like. I wanted to do everything on the court. I wanted to play D. I wanted to shoot. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do everything they could do. And then when he came there, God sent him to me. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Then he leaves. So for me, I'm like, I only got 1 year of that excellence. Well, Mike will come in town and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he taught me how to be a pro. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember.
That's got to be fucked up when you're really in.
Bro, he's the one who got me to start.
And it seemed like you was just like eager to soak all of it
I wanted
up.
everything, bro.
Like that's
Give
really
me 2 or 3
fucked
years
up.
of Scotty, I'm telling you, I'm Hall of Fame, no problem. I mean, he was just that guy.
That's how I be feeling.
He was always pushing for me to get in the game, again. And second game, I didn't play the first game. It was at the Forum. Okay, it's all Hollywood there. Everybody there. It's crazy. We playing the Lakers, and Kobe's already who he is, and then Shaq's already who he is, of course, right? So their team was loaded. I don't know if they had Dennis Rodman. They had, I don't know who they had.
Oh, this is right after
yeah, they
the
had
Bulls
some, bro. They had
breakup.
so many. They had so
Ron
many.
Harper, I think, was on
Yeah,
there.
bro. They had so
Yeah.
much. It was crazy. So I don't play that game. I'm just sitting on the side like a fan, just watching everybody watching. I'm like, oh my, this is crazy. I'm like in the league, right? Like, and on another level. Fast forward, don't play that game, and I'm okay with that. Like, at that time, I was okay with it. Second game comes, Golden State. So I'm thinking, damn, you second round, like, they got all these cats in front of you, like, just work out and do hard, and that's it. Scotty was like, yo, you ready? It's before the game. I'm like, yeah, yeah, shit, I guess.
Right.
I guess I'm ready. Right. You know what I'm saying? To myself, like, yeah.
Nigga, I'm here, ain't I?
You know what I'm saying? So, listen, we played a game, and we playing Golden State, and a couple of guys got in foul trouble, the guards. So I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I didn't think I was getting in the game. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I was getting in the game. That changed my mindset after that game. What happened was, when they got in foul trouble, Scotty was like, put Cat in. So I come in the game, 94 feet, boom, boom, boom. Fourth quarter, I'm in the game in the fourth quarter now. Charles Barkley get the ball on the post on the left side. I'm at the top of the key. Charles turns, bang, double team come, I get it, bang, game winner, 3-pointer. Charles, everybody picked me up, the whole thing. Scotty, you don't remember this as much. I told you, always be ready. And from that point on, I didn't accept like just being on the bench. I wanted more, right? So, and then Charles was like, they was like, Charles, did you know you passed to the rookie? He said, if I knew I was passing that dummy, I would have just shot the ball myself. That's what Charles said. When Charles was always like that, because he was my vet too. He loved me, right? And I loved him. I still love him to this day. But and I say that to say, like, I accepted what it was at that time until the moment hit, and I was like, oh shit, this is what you work for all the time. Wake up out your dream and start to do now. And that's what it was for me. Like, I was literally, I would have been, if he didn't push me, I'd have been like, oh, damn, this is just cool. And then I probably wouldn't have played. They had 3 guys that was in front of me that was in the first round, plus veteran point guards and 2 guards. And it just so happened that a couple of guys got in foul trouble, and then Scotty was the one who was already pushing and, you know, for me to play, that happened. So between Rudy Tomjanovich and Scottie Pippen, I owe my career to, because they believed in me to, like, just go, man. And, like, don't just accept. Go take it. Like, literally go take it. So that's for me and Scotty. Like, I love Scotty, man.
Word.
I love Scotty.
Scotty P, man.
Pip, baby.
Hey, man, I want to move on to the Dad's Point of View, man.
Yes,
to the
Dad's Point of View podcast is a big theme on this show. Tell us about your family, your path as a father.
Yeah, man. So I'm a single dad.
Single dad. Give it up for the single dads out there, man.
Yes, how about that? And I went through a tough battle. I think with my first son's mother, we were younger, and both immature in certain ways. And it was me doing the bi-coastal thing. Every 2 weeks of each month, I would go there doing school for him and then come back here. And then in the summertime, I would have him and my godsons staying with me wherever I was at, whether it's Houston or LA. And, you know, on my second run, I have 2 children by my 12-year-old, my 8-year-old's by the same mother now. So I have 3 total. But, you know, it was hell for me in that fight and the struggle and coming from different cultures. 1, and 2 is being who I am, and then understanding. I was wearing T-shirts that says "Healed Childhood Trauma," right? And I think all of us have our different ways, whether you have 2 parents in the household or not. We have these different ideologies of how a parent should be when you're a kid, opposed to how a parent is when you're older, right? And you being a parent. And some of us, you know, don't have fathers or don't have mothers, and women who don't have fathers or boys who don't have fathers and mothers, you know, it's the struggle in relationships you don't see until you're actually in it, right? And for me, the judge rewarding the custody to stay and the kids stay with me and things like that, that just happened last year. But it was a very terrifying thing for me that I was going through for 5 or 6 years. So I was under, you know, I was under duress. I was sad. I was crying. I was What are they going to do? I'm a black man in court. Like they say, it could be anything, any and everything.
Thinking you're going to lose your kids?
Yeah, man. And they're my. I'm codependent. They're my life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind being codependent for my children. You know what I'm saying? But I think the inspiration of Dad's point of view came from the struggle, right? This beauty in the struggle, right? So it taught me, and I actually have to reward the kid's mother. And then some people like, why are you doing that? Like, I have to, because she helped me grow as a person. And I knew, I think my purpose is sending the message out to all types of people, whether I do motivational speaking or life coaching or whatever it is that I'm doing now. I think Dad's point of view is helping other people. I don't want to just exclude women, but just helping other people, mostly men, of course, tell their narrative. And just like, a lot of dads they don't have a platform. And that's why I love your platform, you guys' platform, because to be able to express yourself, right? And just say that, like, one of my guys, Jason Wilson, has a book called Cry Like a Man. And in his book, he speaks about like mental incarceration, right? So us as black men, it's like, don't cry and don't do this. And you gotta be tough. And it's like, I've been through that, and that's exhausting.
It's very exhausting.
You know what I'm saying?
Very exhausting.
Like, I just want to like sit and like my daughter help, the cuddling and the, you know what I'm saying, taking my face and kissing it and just hugging me.
It's a shame because I appreciate that so much more now.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel really, really bad because it's like, man, all the time before I was just like, no, like that ain't, like I can't, I don't want to do it, or I'm not in the mood. And it's just like, no, like you kind of like, I have to look at myself and be like, man, you wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, but actually,
like just being.
But it comes when it's supposed to come.
Overdoing the man shit.
Not overdoing it, but it's just like not being conscious in the moment and knowing what you're getting.
It's our damn daddy, man. The man cried once every 10 years and shit.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. It was something. I think it's like I don't even know if it's a trauma.
It's like you said, it's a blanket. No, it's
not
a trauma.
Even a trauma though. Yeah. I don't think it's a trauma of me to feel like I don't want to like tap into my emotions. I think it's my whole life has been wanting to be a dad. Like I always wanted to sit at the table with my dad and his like his guys like and feel like, I got my wife over here. I can sit with the guys. We could pop the shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna compare cars. We gonna have a pissing contest if we want to. But I'm like, I want to be able to sit down and niggas look at me and see me. Like I'm like, I could tell right now I'm a little ass kid. So it's like my whole like, don't cry when you bleeding and you know what I'm saying? Like we don't need to be all mushy. I don't want to do that. Like it was all like in DNA, like this is what dads do. Like it was like, this is about being a man. Like I'm supposed to be able to fix the flat. Anybody supposed to pat me on the back for that? Supposed to just fix the flat.
Right.
But you got to think of how.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I ain't supposed to carry the suitcases up and y'all be like, thank you for carrying the suitcases. Just walk off.
But the reason is, that's the reason it's trauma. Because it's like, you got to think how our parents came up. Our father didn't have his father in his life.
Right.
So it's like but he had to do it at a really young age. So he knows how to just put his head down, block everything out. Because it's like, you got to do this or y'all don't eat.
Right.
Like he's the man of the house I think he was like 9.
He had no one else to express his feelings to.
Exactly.
So
Not just that.
Suppress them.
Not just that, but that's how that side of our family kind of is. Like it's almost
right. But my point, but it gets deeper.
From that.
It came from that. You suppress, right? So when you're suppressing, it's like anything. Say you playing ball, right? You play football, right? In basketball, whatever it is. I play football, basketball, box. It's like if you can't communicate to your coach or the team, right? Like they took away the mid-range. He's like, I don't know what else to do now. I got to do this. It's like it becomes uncomfortable, and then you become numb. So a lot of what you feel or a lot of what a lot of men feel, just in general, I don't care if you're black or not. Like a lot of these men, like that's a lot. My Asian friends, his white friends, they go through it, and where it's like there's this numbness of like this feeling is normal. No, it's not normal, man. Right. We got to break that as men. We have to break it. Like and another thing for me, from Dad's point of view, is I want to be able to give that knowledge to a lot of like other guys out there, because you go to the pediatrician, the dentist, the school, the teachers, everything. They don't really know you. Even if you go with the mother to the pediatrician or this, they're talking and looking at the mother. They may glance at you, but like we boo-boo the food. We just writing the checks. No, hold time out. I'm a single dad. Talk to me. Look at me.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm paying. Look at me. I'm at school every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm the principal know me, the vice principal know me, the teachers know me. You know, I'm peeking on my son like, you up.
Real talk.
You know, I'm like, it's like that. But again, I got that from my dads. So I was blessed to have four parents, 2 dads. So and all of them communicated. They weren't bickering. They weren't nuts. They both had loving sides of the family. I was all good. But again, everybody's not like me. But what everybody can do is take from is like the consistency and the love, and like we all struggle, right? There's beauty in it. And that's what Dad's point of view is. I want guys like yourself to come on and just like, let's talk about like Dad. Let's talk about like who inspired you. Let's talk about all these different things, because for me, I just want us as, we are our own species, right? This is the male and it's the female, right? And like we be bumping heads, and like my daughter taught me, as much as our moms love us or our wives or our girlfriends, but it's nothing when it comes to that little girl who's looking at you like, wow, that's my dad. Like that to me, yeah, my sons, but like my daughter says that, I'm like, whew, she's the one who hurts my feelings. So, well, Dad, I'm gonna go. I'm like, damn, okay.
Right.
Well, what I'm gonna do? Okay, what I feel like doing today, right? Like I'm okay being codependent, right? I'm okay being acts of service is like I live for. Right? Like that's just my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I enjoy that. So then my true purpose is like making sure that they become amazing beings to this world that's kind of ugly, right? But at the end of the day, right?
It's our job to make enough beautiful people to help make it beautiful.
There you go. Right. And then, and I think that's what Dad's point of view is like, let's understand the man more. Yeah. So we won't be,
We are, you're right though. We do very much so only put energy into understanding women.
Yeah, I'm telling you. All day long. All day long.
Which is not really a beautiful thing though. Listen, it's not, we're about the coolest creature on the motherfucking earth.
It's not that we don't, but it's just what you were talking about. It's because we are so used to, and it's so subconscious.
Because no matter what goes on during the day, bro, we still got to go get the money.
Yeah.
But not even just that though. It's like any other responsibility. Like he said, like he's an involved parent, so it's like I'm sure you got to be punctual. Like, you got to pick up kids. You got to.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. That's all the stuff your wife.
Oh no, but I'm just saying
what they put on you. But as you go to get the money,
stuff like that can't really be properly compartmentalized unless you got something like this, an outlet to where you could just say, you know what, I'm fucking, I'm not showing it, but I'm fucking tired.
Unless you conscious enough, right? So I seen this one memes with his dad. He was literally in the kitchen and he was doing dishes and he was starting to prep the food for dinner, and he had his baby girl on the wrapped in water, right? And I thought that was cool because that's me. Right? Like I'm in the kitchen with my daughter and my son, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to do that, but I did that in a different way where there was no wife at the house. I literally had to do it myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Then when they over there, they do what they mother, and I get to piece myself, but then I gotta prepare for when they come back. So I'm not even a dad or a mom. I'm a parent. You know what I'm saying? Just like she is. But also understand, if I got a shirt on that says Black Fathers Matter, or I'm a proud Black father, it's like it's nothing to do with no other father. That's just what I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's you.
Like I love my children, and I always tell people this all the time. I'm a friend of you, even if you're not a friend of me. So if your children come around me, I'm going to treat them like I love them.
I want you to treat mine.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my whole thing with Dad's point of view.
I love that. I love that. We love that you do that anyway. We gotta have come on there because we got I got a million dad stories.
Yeah, let's do it.
But keeping the focus on the on your podcast. What are some of the biggest lessons you learned from just being on the podcast and talking about these different issues?
Well, I think and it just matured for me. I was always seeking this type of knowledge of like self-worth of like why, like I was explaining to you earlier. But I think the biggest thing I want people to get out of it and what I've learned is it's a very hard thing being from Chicago and being from Philly. Like we got pride, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, fuck that, fuck her and fuck me. I think forgiveness, right? Because as much as that person has done something to you, you still chose to put them in your world, regardless of whatever they wore or said, or you weren't, if anything, you weren't in the right place, or you were actually in the right place to start to learn about how to better yourself. Does that make sense? Right? Because I can't keep blaming the kid's mom for how she is or who she is. I chose to be in that world. So where was I at that time that I picked that individual? Because I'm a double major. I'm educated. I'm pro. I'm millions of dollars. Like you put together. So you actually not mentally, because you did this, and then now you're going to blame that person for something that you chose to do. Because you can easily not do it. It could be cocaine on there. I don't do coke, so I'm not going to touch it. But you did that. But now you're blaming that person for the situation. So I think a lot of what I've learned is also throughout the research and then listen to different dads' stories is that one is we all have those same issues, right?
Real talk. I was just gonna say that earlier.
Yeah, you preaching to the choir.
It don't be
Preaching to
until
the
I
choir.
get on the phone with him. Like my wife would drive me up a wall, curse like a sailor, wanting her way or the highway.
Yeah.
And it'd be like after they throw this in there, like, and I sat down and had them kids for you. It'd be like, you know what? Rightfully so. You can have that. You can have that. But it don't be until I talk to him, and he be like not knowing that I'm finna say nothing about my wife tweaking me out. He'll start with, man, my girl, ooh, and she done did this. And it'd be like our stories just lined up perfectly together to where I'm like, oh, I'm cool, bro. Everybody going through
this. Yeah.
We be in the locker room, everybody be going, they be like, oh, we all in trouble. Oh, okay, cool. I thought my life was over. I thought it was over, nigga. Nah. You telling me you got dumped last night too? Yeah, nigga, my wife threw her ring. She threw her ring at me too. Oh, okay, we all got dumped.
But you see how the energy is, right? I think we should, as men, especially as black men, I think we need to learn how to, and it would help with this podcast, my podcast, help be able to shift that. Because think about this. You've been on teams where they were losing. Yeah. And then you've been on winning teams. Those winning teams, the energy is just there. Those losing teams, the energy is just there. So us as fathers, I think if we come together and be able to support that movement, we can learn how to understand not only that different species, but they're like, hey, listen, this is how we're going to get through this. Hey, and it's okay. It's just a season. Like you just said, I called my brother and, oh, damn, you too? Oh, whew, I feel better. Yeah. It's not just me. And I think that's what we are. We're very isolated. And that's the ego in us. It's like, damn, man, why just me? No, it's not just you. It's this court system and all this shit that's going on. It's billions of dollars. It's not just you. It's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But if we switch our mentals earlier and be able to talk it through more, I think it helps shift the energy in the universe for a lot of guys.
And let's put down the excuse of, when I ain't gonna say it's an excuse, because sometimes it's just a disadvantage. But once you recognize, okay, I don't have a father figure, or I don't have that. I remember my dad doing it for all my friends. Like, they didn't ask him to be like, hey man, pick your pants up and do X, Y, and Z while y'all in the building. Like, they ain't asked for that shit, but he giving that shit out.
Pick up too.
Yep. Then they take that family van and where y'all need to go? What y'all not walking? After y'all just had a 3-hour practice, what are you doing? No, y'all, get in.
That was my pop. That was my dad.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it takes those, I'm saying my friends that didn't have their dad, it took them really accepting him have some authority. Right. They like, if Iman listen to dude, Ahrii listen to dude, you know what I'm saying? Right. Cool. Like, when we come around, we gonna have to give Mr. Shumpert that respect. Right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's that moment a lot of times that, every kid is gonna bring 8 kids to their crib, and their parents gonna be like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, but it's like, that's a big moment for, like, you never, just for all the dads out there, you never know who some of them kids are. Some of them kids ain't never been allowed into a house.
But stop right there. I want you to continue. That's a testament to your father.
Oh, for sure.
Because when you can say, you know what, I'm bringing, and he's going to, you feel, as much as he get on your nerves, you feel comfortable like, yo, my dad,
he gonna look out for my homies.
He look out for my homies. Rasheed Wallace, all them, my pop cook for them, man. Yep. The high school, they do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Like this way, y'all stay out of trouble.
Alvin Williams' father was the same way with all of us.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, it was something we need, and to stick together. And they try to pull us apart, whatever it is, the system that's out there. But if because we have names, if we can be able to keep that, you know what I'm saying? Your daughter come, my daughter, listen, together. You can forget it. I got him. I got him. You don't have to,
right,
you ain't no need no money. I got this, fam. Come on.
And it's
you know what I'm saying? I'm going to teach them as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Like that was where you need to stay tight knit with that. You know what I mean? I think that's what I love about this and expressing yourself in the dad's point of view.
Real tough.
Perfect.
Real tough. We like to ask all of our guests this question, man. Go ahead, or you can rock out.
What are you working on improving right now?
I think
about yourself.
About myself, I think that's an everyday diet that I think I'm okay at this. Actually, I'm really good at this. Is listening and learning. But I think improving, having an 8-year-old daughter, I am nervous, right? Because it's going to be a time where she's going to really hurt my feelings because she's going to get older, a teenager, and
she's going
so
to start separating.
So, so I have to. I think for me, I think what I'm trying to really understand is when that day comes, how should I react, right? And I think again, you don't know it until it happens, but I'm preparing myself consciously and subconsciously to be able to understand the evolution of the woman. Right, because she's going to become a woman, right, and hopefully the strong, independent one that you want to be. And when they're independent and strong, you know, everybody's like, they're always going to love the dad. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but like that's my little baby right now. So I have to get to that point. It's like being a pro, and you know your time's about to be up. So what do I do now?
Got to get your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Who do I defend?
Together.
Who do I take care of? Who do I carry up the stairs?
Right. So
who's gonna need to fall asleep on my chest? I'm gonna be sick when my
I
daughter's
mean, crazy,
done with that.
bro, crazy.
You got 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
so for me, I think I think my purpose. Well, I know my purpose is teaching, right, motivating and helping other cats out there as far as life and coaching. Understanding what that really means to help them, because the same way I can coach you is different than when I'm coaching you. So I have to be able to understand it so much that when I explain it, it's like you're 4, right? Because then that's the best teacher, right? Where the student really gets it. And I think life and all the different mentors I had through my life helped me get to this point. So it's like, you know, I'm learning now from an 8-year-old little girl and a 12-year-old boy and a 22-year-old. You know, I'm learning from that now. So it's kind of reversed on the patience and the this and the involvement and the evolution and it's like
the life we live in now. It's like it's totally different. Cell phones, internet, all that.
So crazy.
I did not know that was going to take a huge, chunk of what I was to do as a parent. Like just cell phones, internet, YouTube, and all that. Like it's crazy.
Well, it's your question. What you improving?
I'm really trying to recognize an actual fault. And what I mean by saying that is like not beating myself up over every little thing that I think is wrong.
I think you already said it. I think you already are doing it now because you're speaking it. Since the very beginning of this conversation, he's very aware of that flaw. So in speaking it, so it becomes. And for him, in speaking that, like you're on your way to like, as soon as you start saying something, you can be like, God damn it, chill out.
Right.
It's like you turn the ball over. Damn, man, get back. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is for you. So congrats on that.
Thank you. But it's really like that game of patience, like that I have to play with myself and talk to myself and like reel myself back in. And just not to get so overwhelmed with shit.
Yeah. So my wife is like a real celebrity. I always say this. Like she's a real celebrity. And when I say real celebrity, I mean like the value of her on paper is the same. When you see her, you're still gonna be tickled to death.
Right.
Like I feel like she's a real celeb. She gives off an aura to her that you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is an irregular day.
Yeah.
Like I feel like she gives that off. I've been in my head, I don't feel like when I'm walking around, you should be reacting to me like that. I don't feel like that at all. And the Dancing with the Stars thing happened, and all my friends was
congrats on that too.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I watched that.
All my homies was basically like, gee, you got to cut that out. They like, just stop, bro. Like, you acting weird. Now you had a mean face on. That little girl wanted to come up to you. Like, that's where I was getting to. Like, gee, why the fuck do I feel anxiety knowing good and well we're going to a city? Like, we're going to New York. I used to play in New York. Why am I getting anxiety? Like, I'm like, why? Like, they're gonna say what's up and it's cool. Like we had a great time for 4 years. Like it's cool. Like, but I'll just be having this anxiety of like, I wanna I wish I could just shrink myself to 5'8" and just walk around and not be bothered for a day. So I'm just trying to get there because I'm like walking around with my daughter. My daughter's like, yeah, he'll take a picture. Like, you know how that goes. She offering me up. Like, yeah, you need him to sign something? Like, she like that with it. Like, Dad, shut up. Like, dude, take the picture, dude. And as I'm doing it, I'm starting to see like even Rue will hop in the picture now. My youngest one, she'll just be taking pictures. I'm like, damn, it's cool. So I'm like getting to this point now where I'm like, bro, okay, T's famous. Like, you know, the family's famous and people fuck with us, dog. Like, they actually looking out for us. They probably will watch our back while we taking the pictures. Like, ain't nobody trying to steal your suitcase while I was right here. Like, but I used to be that dad that's like, no, y'all don't touch my daughter. Like, you know, her hair ain't done and ooh. But I'm just getting to this point where I'm like, bro, where's all the anxiety coming from, dog? Like, these the same people that support you. Like, Tiana broke that down to me a long time ago. Like, you'll try and duck a picture, but you'll accept your check on the first. She like, these the same fans that she's huge on that. Right. Huge on it. Every dollar is accounted for in her mind with the time she spends with her fans. Right. So it's like, she already was helping me with that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a dickhead. Like, I'll take pictures with people, but I get that anxiety.
You know, I'm gonna give you something. Because at my point in time, I was a star, right? I mean, I'll go, me and Steve and Yao, I was anywhere. Bro. Be very careful of how you talk to yourself inside your head, because the universe will give you what you talk to yourself about.
This is fucking me up.
These core values or whatever it is that you say you had, write those down and then say, you know what? All right, I'm going to do one uncomfortable thing a day. Right? Whether it's like a stranger and saying, what's up, how you guys doing? Or like just in general, because see, if people don't see, if I got a hoodie on and I'm like being, conspicuous and I got the glasses and everything like that, people are trying to find out who you are. Now, if you are every day, hey, grocery store, and guess what? It's like cheers. They cool.
It's like cheers.
Oh, that's Iman. That's like, Harlem. Oh, we good, baby. He's cool.
Yep, when we lived in
That's
Harlem.
what I do. Yeah. I'm like, I'm in the grocery store, I'm at this place, I'm at that. And they're like, yo, that's cat. And then they'll start to learn how to respect you because you respect your boundaries.
And honestly, you hit that on the head. Since we started this podcast, fans, I think, understand that. Because I think we've sprinkled on it before. I think we're just more in depth right now on it. But fans have completely flipped how they speak to me. Like, I usually have I'm sitting out and people are like, yo, Shump! Or like Shumpert! You know what I'm saying? And now Maz will really like get up close. Shump.
Yeah.
My dog, good to see you.
Yes.
And they'd be like, bro, I love that.
Yes.
Like, I'm super cool with that. Or they'd be like, Shump, quick picture with my daughter.
Yeah.
Quick picture.
Yeah.
But it's like the awkwardness is gone. Like, hey man, every show I like to tap in with the fans on social media to answer some of their burning questions. All right, what we got today?
All right, this listener question comes in from IG. It's at STDuffy8. They want to know, what advice would you give a young father of two?
To the young father of two, don't feel like at any moment you have to be perfect. There's a lot of times that I'm faced with, especially having two girls, where I'm like, I gotta share it the right way. I gotta do everything the right way. I think you realize with trial and error that all the ways are gonna be wrong. Technically, like, they're gonna get into it. The kids are gonna bump heads. They're gonna argue. Somebody's gonna get hurt. Like, you can't overdo it. You kind of gotta let them be and let things come and understand that there is no book. It's like we was talking about earlier. You can
ain't no recipe to this
exactly.
shit.
Our parents were different than how me and T are now. Like, you don't have to follow a guidelines book. As long as you always feel like you're doing 100% the right thing in your heart to better your kids, then that's the right decision. What advice do you have to give a father of two?
I think to not complicate it, because he is young. And he has two children. I don't know if it's boy, girl, boy, boy. But, and I don't know the circumstances, but I think in being a father, first you have to ask yourself, what does that mean?
Right.
And then whatever it is that you come up with and whatever inspirations or mentors that you have, I would say be it. Don't try to become it.
What do you mean?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, man.
Elaborate on
what
that.
you got going on, Cat. I see what you got going on, my brother.
Elaborate.
Hey
on
man,
that.
you
so
done this
silly.
before.
Y'all
Hey,
so
my
silly.
man done
That's
done
Philly.
this
You know that's
before.
Philly.
I
That's
hear
Philly.
it.
That's Philly.
My dog done
Quiet
done this
claps.
before. Go ahead and get it to him
Yeah,
again.
elaborate on that. You
Well, I think what I mean by being it, in trying to become something, it's like it's superficial. It's not real. It's not like
it's a process.
Yeah, it's not even it's
Because
not
you're
the
creating
process.
a doubt. But
It's
even
just
when
a
saying
doubt
it.
in there, right? It's like well, he's this and this. It's like you're getting so much, and like just my first thing was, first of all, you got to identify what do you want to be, and once you identify what you want to be, just be it, right? Trying to become something,
Means
there's a
you're
lot of
something
different,
else.
yeah, like it's just too much other things that's going on,
Okay.
right? Like if you want to be a flower, be the flower. You don't be the tree. You the
Like what I
flower.
be
Just
telling-
be it, right?
It's like
So-
what I be telling you, Art.
He was just
on you,
enlightened,
on
and then
you,
he just
yeah.
tried to take credit
Yeah,
for what
yeah.
you told
It's all
us.
good.
Like, you told
Remember-
both of us.
Remember,
too.
it's a togetherness.
You gotta try and
It's
tell
stuck it
your
together,
big
so
brother.
it's all
No,
good.
don't support it.
I
Okay,
try
I'm
and
sorry.
help
My bad.
I try and help
support
my
it.
big brother as much
Yeah.
as I can. Before we let my dog go, man, is there anything you want to promote?
My main focus right now is Dad's point of view and the mentorship of other men, and other young men and older men or whatever it is, because I get a lot of questions on how to deal with like life itself, and how to impact those things. And I think that's my focus. And from that, I think everything else will grow, just like you, right? Playing basketball. And then from basketball, there was Dancing with the Stars, and there was businesses, and then there was this, and then this podcast. It's like, I think that's, it will get to where it needs to get to when it gets there. But you have to start from somewhere, right? So I think for me, my main focus is being a father, being the best version of myself, and Dad's point of view.
Hey, man, I want to thank y'all for listening to Iman Amongst Men, man. Thank you for coming on, my dog,
Yes,
Cat
sir.
Man. Can I get
Yes,
some
man.
applause
Yes,
for
sir.
my
Yes,
dog
sir.
coming on the show, man? You know what I'm saying? Dropping
Thanks for having
jewels
me.
for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go watch Dad's Point of View.